Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 7 of August 2023. Essence. Sweet children, you can climb the steep ladder of remembrance when you have true love for the Father. It is only by staying in the race of remembrance that you will be able to enter the rosary of victory. Question. What are the visible signs of your having true love for the one Father? Answer. When you have true love for the one Father, your love for the old world and old bodies will finish. To die alive is a sign of love. Let there be no love for anyone except the Father. Let it remain in your intellects that this is your final birth and that you now have to return home. Baba says, children, you have completed the play of 84 births. Now forget everything and remember me, and I will take you back with me. Song. O dweller of the forest, your name is the support for my life. Om Shanti. You sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, heard in the song how this is a false world. The term land of falsehood refers to Bharat. Everyone is concerned about his or her own birthplace. You children say that you now have no connection with this land of falsehood because there is a lot of sorrow here. There is now no name or trace of happiness. A very short time now remains for this land of falsehood. In this final birth, it is called a land of falsehood, a land of death. That is the land of immortality. Death comes to you in this land of death. You then take rebirth in this false world. You children know that you have now completed your 84 births. We now have no connection with this world. The Father has come to take us back, and so we have no connection with this old world. Your love is connected to the Father, and so you receive the inheritance. Whereas the Yadavas and Kauravas have intellects with no love. That is, they don't know the Father. The intellects of you children now have love for the one Father. The Father says, you may live at home with your families, but remember the Father. The parts of all the actors are now coming to an end. Everyone is to shed his or her body. Baba has come to take everyone back home. People don't want to die, whereas you have died alive. You don't have love for anyone in this world, not even for this body. The soul has received enlightenment. I am a child of the Father, and I have now completed my 84 births. The play is now ending. We were deities, and we then became warriors, merchants, and Sudras. We have now become Brahmins once again. You have to remember this cycle fully. The soul says, having taken rebirth after birth, this is truly my last birth. The Father has come to take us back. We have been around the cycle of 84 births many times. You have become spinners of the discus of self-realization. It is explained that you have been around the cycle of 84 births in this way. It would not be said that all the people of Bharat take the full 84 births. Only those who become Brahmins understand this. It was also explained to you 5,000 years ago. O children, you don't know your own births. No one can speak about 8.4 million births. You now know about all the religions in the cycle. Those who are clever at calculating would quickly understand that those of such and such a religion truly have to take so many births. You now have full faith that you have completed 84 births. The Father has now come to take you back. There is to be a great war for this. All of those people have non-loving intellects at the time of destruction. The destruction takes place at the confluence of the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age. The confluence of the Golden and Silver Ages is not called a period of destruction. There, growth still continues. Now there has to be destruction of everyone. This is called the time of destruction. This is now your final birth. If the father came prior to this, he couldn't say that that was your final birth. I come when the play comes to an end. You souls know that you truly do take 84 births. It is remembered that a Kumari is one who uplifts 21 clans. They don't understand what the 21 clans are. In Bharat, there is a lot of importance given to Kumaris. They are worshipped. Jagadamba is also a Kumari. There has to be a meaning to calling a Kumari Jagadamba. When there is Jagadamba, Jagatpita is also needed. Together with the World Father, a mother is also needed. There are many mothers who are also called World Mothers. It was written in the newspapers that a particular mother was called the World Mother. The world means the whole world. So would there be one mother or of the world, or 10 to 20? The Father, the Creator, is only one, and so there has to be one mother too. All of you mothers are the masters of the world. There is one world mother, Jagadamba. So you children now have love for one Shiv Baba. Those among you who have full love are also number-wise according to your efforts. You brides should have love for the one bridegroom, and you children should have love for the one father. You have to break your love away from everyone else. Become destroyers of attachment. Destroy your attachment to the old world. When a home has become old, the father builds a new one. When the new one is completed, the old one is demolished. The father says, I create heaven, the new world for you. There is New Delhi in the new world. It is on the same bank of this river Jamuna where you rule the kingdom. You know that there is a huge expansion of devotion. Knowledge is very short, just of 1 second. By knowing the seed, you know the whole tree. There is the tree of the variety of religions, and the foundation of that is the deity religion. For half a cycle, there are no religions except that one. But look how many religions are established in the other half. It is said the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, establishes the deity and warrior religions with the mouth of Brahma. You can see that. You are the only Brahmins. Among you too, some will become the Sun dynasty and others will become the Moon dynasty. The Brahmin religion is the highest on high. The people of Bharat do not know their own religion. It is said, religion is might. The Father is now establishing religion, and so you are claiming so much strength from the Father by belonging to Him. This means that only the Almighty Authority Father makes you children powerful with yoga. The Father is so incognito. He doesn't have a body of his own. He is called the Almighty Authority, and so He would definitely give you might. Your name is Shiv Shaktis. You are those who take power from Shiva. You change hell into heaven. You are receiving power. You conquer Ravan with the power of yoga. Therefore, you now love the Almighty Authority Father number-wise, according to the efforts you make. Many have intellects with no love because they don't remember the Father. Those who remember the Father a great deal have a lot of love. For those who have less love, you can understand that they don't remember the Father. They say, what can I do? I repeatedly forget. Oh, but can you not remember your bridegroom? Can you not remember the Father from whom you received the inheritance of heaven? Tell Baba the reason for this. A child says that he can't remember the Father. How would you then receive your inheritance? The more you remember the Father, the more power you receive. Don't think that you can remember Shiv Baba and also continue to dirty your face at the same time. In that case, you won't be able to receive your fortune of the kingdom. Some say, Baba, I forget you. I willed. Baba says, oh, you have become the children of God, so you should be very intoxicated. You should remember such a Father constantly. Become those with loving intellects. If you don't have love for Shiv Baba, you won't have love for Brahma. Such children will just continue to fight and quarrel with everyone. If you don't have yoga, how can you claim your inheritance? You cannot become godly nightingales. You have to become nightingales. Baba has godly nightingales, parrots, and even some crows who continue to fight and quarrel with everyone. Some are even peasants, they cannot make any sound. There are different types of flowers in a garden. Each of you can ask yourself, what kind of flower am I? Am I a rose or a spiritual rose? Am I doing service like Mama and Baba? Can I marry Sri Narayan or Sri Lakshmi? You have to ask yourself, how much do I remember the Father? How much service do I do? You definitely are to receive the inheritance from the Father. The incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, came in Bharat. Therefore, he must surely have made Bharat into heaven. It would definitely be when Shiv Baba comes that he creates the golden age. People celebrate the birthday of Shiva. There is the birthplace of Shiva and also the birthplace of Sri Krishna. People celebrate the birthday of Krishna with a lot of pomp and splendor. Now they don't even have a public holiday for Shiv Jayanti. This is the city of darkness. Here the people rule the people. There should really be kingdoms of kings and queens. According to the drama that doesn't exist now, you know that Bharat will become a pure land of kings. Therefore, those people have to be woken up. That divine land of kings is now being established once again. It has now become a land of double kings. At first, the people of Bharat were pure, but they have now become impure. This is why people worship those pure beings. There is now no land of kings. You can write a letter or even print in a newspaper. 5,000 years ago, Bharat was a divine land of kings. It is no longer that. You are godly brothers and sisters. There are very few of you. It is sung Rama went and Ravan went. You should understand that you are here for only a little while longer. Continue to claim your inheritance from the Father and also think about the future. Do this business and also do business for your livelihood. This is for the future. There is no labor in this. It is very easy. You receive liberation in life for 21 births in a second. You have to remember the Father and the cycle. Only by remembering the Father will you become pure. Impure beings cannot return home. A lot of punishment will have to be experienced. So the time of destruction is now. The Yadavas and the Kauravas had intellects without love. The Pandavas who became victorious had loving intellects. It is now that same period of time. The Father explains, simply remember that you now have to return home. Very little time remains. The play is coming to an end. While living at home, simply continue to remember Baba. The ladder of remembrance is very steep. The rosary of Rudra has to be created and you will then receive a prize. You have to claim your fortune of the kingdom and you have to churn the ocean of knowledge for that. This is the pilgrimage of the intellect's yoga. You have to race to the Father. Check how much did I remember the Father throughout the day. How many did I change from thorns into flowers? If you don't create subjects, over whom would you rule? Therefore, there are first the 8 main ones, then there are 108 and then 16,108. Reason also says that expansion will definitely continue to take place. The kingdom will continue to expand. Hundreds of thousands of people will come even now. Keep this firmly in your intellects. We now have to return home. There is a lot of sorrow in this old world. Simply continue to remember the one Father. The pilgrimage is very long. Those who come at the end will be unable to claim such a high status. So much effort has to be made. There is so much suffering of karma. Then how could those who come at the end make sufficient effort that their sins would be absolved? King Janak went into the silver age. He couldn't become a Sun Dynasty king. He was a king. He became surrendered. But he came too late and so he went into the Moon Dynasty. Only Brahmins can understand these things. Sudras cannot understand these things. Yes, some do like purity, but they have to demonstrate it by living in a state of purity. Some are called followers of sannyasis, but they don't become pure. Therefore, how could they be called followers? That is a lie. In no other spiritual gathering do they have an aim or objective. There are so many spiritual gatherings. Only the Father comes and changes human beings into deities. You become the masters of the world by having remembrance of the one, say Papa. If you don't remember the Father, how would you receive the inheritance? It is your duty to make effort and constantly remember Baba. The stage where you have constant remembrance will be at the end. You don't have that stage now. At the end, only 8 win. It is by having remembrance that they go ahead of everyone. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana number 1. This is the time of destruction. Therefore, break your love away from worldly beings and have true love for the one Father. Destroy your attachment to this old home. Second, become a nightingale of knowledge and do the service of making thorns into flowers like yourself. Run the race of remembrance. Blessing, may you become a carefree emperor by making yourself valuable with all specialities. The Father himself offers this to you, children. Children, become capable right hands. Become worthy servers. Those who are capable become carefree emperors. Whether you have physical capabilities or specialities of this knowledge, they make human beings valuable. If you don't have any capabilities, then there is no value. The speciality of doing spiritual service is the greatest. Nothing can prevent such capable souls. To become worthy means to belong to the one Father, and that is all. Let there not be anything else in your intellect. Slogan: in order to experience a constant and stable state, feel the sweetness of everything from the one Father. Slogan: in order to experience a constant and stable state, feel the sweetness of everything from the one Father. Om Shanti.